The Boston Celtics have acquired former Milwaukee Bucks champion floor general Jrue Holiday after trading away big man Robert Williams III, 2023 Sixth Man of the Year Malcolm Brogdon, a 2024 Golden State Warriors first round pick, and a 2029 unprotected Boston Celtics first round pick to the Portland Trail Blazers. Above all else, Jrue is known as one of the NBA's finest perimeter defenders. Jrue is a 5-time All-Defensive selection, all in the last 6 years, including 3 first-team nods. If there were questions about how the Celtics' perimeter defense would suffer with Marcus Smart being traded to the Memphis Grizzlies as part of the Kristaps Porzingis trade, there are few better answers than Jrue Holiday. Marcus Smart served as the starting point guard for the Boston Celtics last season, coming off a season where he had been named the Defensive Player of the Year. However, despite Boston boasting the second best defense in the NBA with a 110.6 defensive rating, Marcus Smart couldn't replicate the same defensive impact as in the previous year. Boston's best 5-man lineup with Smart in 2021/22 had a rating of 94.2, consisting of Smart, Brown, Tatum, Williams, and Horford. In contrast, during the 2022-23 season, Boston's best lineup had a defensive rating of 109.8. This doesn't mean that Smart had a terrible season, but defensively there was a noticeable drop in his performance. Looking at Marcus' individual performance, he didn't reach the same level as his Defensive Player of the Year season. He achieved an impressive defensive rating of 105.2 in 2021/22, but that number rose to 111.7 in 2022/23. While those are still excellent numbers, making him the 5th best starting point guard in the NBA in that regard, he wasn't the same player as his previous season. On the other hand, Jrue led the league in defensive rating among starting point guards with 107.8, trailing only Desmond Bane and Derek White among all backcourt players. While Marcus had a good defensive year, Jrue's performance in Milwaukee, which finished 2 spots behind Boston defensively in 2022-23 season, surpassed that of the new Memphis player. Now, judging solely by defensive rating can be a bit unfair to players' defensive contribution, as it doesn't account for the quality of the teammates. Both Marcus and Jrue were starters and shared the court with the best available teammates, making this comparison more fair, especially when Boston had a better defense than Milwaukee statistically. Marcus Smart isn't a traditional pass-first point guard like Lonzo Ball, Chris Paul, or Mike Conley. Neither was Jrue Holiday for most of his career, but with the arrival of the former Buck, Boston can expect better offensive opportunities with the ball in his hand. Jrue finished the season as the 9th highest assist per game leader with 7.4 assists for the Bucks. This would be the highest assist average for any Celtic player last season, with Marcus leading at 6.4 assists per game. Furthermore, his ability to run pick and roll at a high volume can provide better offensive solutions. Against both Boston's point guards, Jrue had a higher average of points created per game in that situation with 7.4 points per game and the lowest turnover ratio, guaranteeing Boston a more resolute and decision-savvy offensive weapon. Jrue was never a player known for elite ball protection. However, last year he showed an improved understanding of the game that resulted in a significant jump in his primary playmaking role. According to the NBA stats, Holiday created 19.2 points per game through his assists and converted 32% of his passes into assists, more than Malcolm Brogdon or Marcus Smart with the Celtics. Boston had significant difficulties creating a fluid offense when their 3-point shooting wasn't up to par, suffering many turnovers that led to points for the opposition. The good news about this trade is that Jrue had the lowest assist to turnover ratio among him and both Boston point guards. It's expected that he will have a positive impact on the Celtics in terms of smarter offensive execution. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown created almost half of their shots without being assisted. While there are stars in the league who did it at a higher value, the Jays could benefit, especially in the postseason, from having a playmaker who can make their offensive tasks easier, reducing the burden on them. Another important facet to consider is the team's chemistry. The addition of Jrue Holiday to the Boston Celtics could have significant impact on the team's cohesion. Throughout his career, Jrue has proven to be a player with an exceptional work ethic and a winning mentality. His playoff experience, including his key role in the Milwaukee Bucks 2021 championship, could positively influence his new teammates. Another aspect Jrue could provide the team with is versatility. He's not limited to just one position. He can play both point guard and shooting guard. This flexibility allows the Celtics to experiment with different lineup combinations and adjust to various game situations. As a veteran in the league, Jrue Holiday brings leadership and mentoring qualities to the Celtics locker room. Young players, even superstars like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, can learn valuable lessons from his experience. Jrue's work ethic, professionalism, and attention to detail can set a high standard for the entire team. Furthermore, his championship experience with the Milwaukee Bucks provide first-hand knowledge of what it takes to win at the highest level. This could be invaluable for a team like the Celtics that has championship aspirations. Jrue's ability to navigate the pressures and challenges of the playoffs can serve as a guide for the team's young players, helping them stay focused and perform at their best when it matters most. In conclusion, the addition of Jrue Holiday to the Boston Celtics represents more than a roster change. It signifies a strategic move to enhance the team's defense, playmaking, chemistry, versatility, depth, and leadership. While the success of any trade ultimately depends on how well the pieces fit together on the court, the potential benefits of this acquisition are substantial. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're interested. See you next video.